Hello and welcome. So, day 5 of the Ashes yesterday done and dusted, and Australia won by 5 wickets. And had England got to say around 200 or maybe 220, they would have won the match because Australia were huffing and puffing. Barely Australia managed to win the match, I say, because of the way they played. They played foolish cricket. They were avoidable type of run outs. Some of the batsmen gave away their wicket. The ball was doing a bit. The spinners were bowling well, actually. Will Jacks. Look at the way he got Steve Smith out. That was a Jaffa of a delivery. So, had England got to 220, England would have won the match. 200, a bit more, a lot more challenging for Australia. Maybe England would have won the match even if they had got to 200. But 160 was a bit too low, and at the end of the day, Australia huffed and puffed their way to victory. Alex Carey, and Cameron Green making sure there were no further setbacks. I mean, so the series belongs to Australia 4-1, and a lot of things to say. So where did England lose the match? A lot of moments where England lost the match. Probably the first innings because the start that they got. Surely 500 was on the cards, but they did not reach 400 even, let alone 450. So that's one moment. And that Travis Head being dropped on 120 by Will Jacks, that's another one. And Ben Stokes as a captain, I mean, he's a very inspiring captain. He's Lionheart. England under Ben Stokes, completely different than England without Ben Stokes. But he made a lot of tactical errors during this campaign. Today, for instance, I would have started with Josh Tongue because he gets the ball to move and he balls full. And a spinner, probably Joe Root. Joe Root is a very handy spinner. I do not consider him as a part timer. Part time spinners do not get 5 wicket hauls. He has a 5 wicket haul against India, and the conditions in India are spin friendly, I know, but Sydney it was spinning as well. It was spinning a lot. So I would have started with Josh Tongue and Joe Root. Cast was wayward. He has the heart, but line and length was awful, and he allowed Travis Head to get a start. And it was a good game. England did show a bit of fight back, but too little, too late, done and dusted. Second thing is Ben Stokes has something called the martyr complex. Martyr complex means you want to take responsibility for everything and you hold yourself accountable for everything. But cricket is a game of 11. You can't bat, ball, field captain only by yourself because Ben Stokes is the only one who has been performing. Not just Ben Stokes, 2, 3 players as well. But apart from that, all the other players are just throwing their responsibility on Ben Stokes. And that is putting pressure on Ben Stokes because he got injured. He had a quad injury. We'll get to know how serious that is when he goes to England, when he returns to England. So he's an inspirational captain, but somewhere I feel there's an over dependence on him. And sometimes a lot of players show their aggressiveness, passive aggressiveness, by not performing. So maybe they fear Ben Stokes. I don't know whether they're angry at Ben Stokes, who are players who are not performing, or whether there's over eagerness to please the captain by playing the shots that they played. England batted horribly. Even Australia batted horribly. But the Australian batting had the sense to see the match awareness, the game awareness, and they literally took all the chances that they got. This was a series where England gave away the matches at crucial stages, and that is what allowed Australia to dominate. First 3 games were one sided for sure. Last two, England put up a very good fight, but that the time done and dusted. I think England never psychologically recovered from the defeat at Perth. When you're leading by 100 runs and you still go on to lose the match, that 3 wickets collapse after lunch, that is where they lost the series. I mean, driving on the up at Perth, some would say it was foolish. So if had England won at Perth, Maybe England would have won this series 3-2, 4-1, you never know, or even 5-0. Because there are a lot of issues with this Australian side, even though they have won. Issue number one is that the batting is horrible, awful, horrible batting, horrible, just horrible. And I wonder if Cricket Australia is going to bring in Matthew Hayden or Adam Gilchrist or Vicky Ponting instead of the current batting coach, because they suffered a batting collapse at the World Test Championship and they lost that match. Over the same thing happened what had happened at Perth. Even after having a lead of 100 runs, Australia lost the match. Horrible batting there. Then Jasprit Bumrah exposed them during the Border Gavaskar trophy. So what is the batting coach doing, you would say? Issue number two is Australia do not have replacement bowlers. Imagine Stark, Cummins, Boland and Hazelwood retire for some reason all of a sudden together. Who does Australia have? They are not selecting new players. We need new players, new talent, new blood in that team. Imagine Stark, Cummins, Lyon, Hazelwood, Boland retire all of a sudden. What will you do then? Usman Khwaja has retired, but you have replacements for him. You have Josh English, who will probably get a chance right now. Who was, I think, in the sidelines because he could not get in the team. He might open with Travis Head. Travis Head has tremendous for that's fine. But your bowlers are aging and you don't have replacements. Nathan Ellis does not have a game for Test cricket. He's very good in ODI T20. Slow ball, slower variation. Xavier Bartlett is no Pat Cummins to start. So Jai Richardson, we haven't seen much of him. Sean Abbott, I don't know. So who are you going to? So that's your problem number one for Australia. So aging team, bad batting. So Australia need to work on this as soon as possible, just before the World Test Championship, because I got a feeling that's going to be the same Australia versus South Africa again, and you want to sort out these issues before the World Test Championship as soon as possible. Yes, the focus will be on the World Cup T20 because the next Test match for I don't know when the Australians are playing there, probably in August or something. They do play the Border Gavaskar Trophy, but that's early next year here in India. So before that, I'm not aware of any test series, but they need to work on this issue because one thing to realize: this is not the Australia of Vicky Ponting, Matthew Hayden, Adam Gilchrist, Brett Lee, McGrath, Vaughan, Stuart Clark, Nathan Bracken, um, Ian Healy, Damien Martin, Justin Langer. So many match winners! Oh my God, Andy Bickle, Michael Kasparovich, Stuart McGill, Jason Queza, uh, so many, so many match winners. This is not that Australia. Even the team before this, I think 2021, they were a good team. I think there was a whitewash. Yeah, 2007 there was a whitewash. Australia winning 5-0, and then I think 2017 and 21 were whitewashes as well. Very strong Australian side. They do not have that strength anymore. So this was England's best chance to win in Australia, even without I have to salute Australia for this thing. Even without Cummins, Lyons, Hazelwood, for the majority of the series, they've managed to win 4-1. So, but they've only managed to win because England have given away matches at crucial stages. Will they able to repeat the same performance if South Africa comes here? I don't know. It will be a tough match for sure. South Africa versus Australia here in Australia. South Africa will be a much stronger team than England, and they do not give away matches in Test at least. So well done to Australia, but work. Don't stop working. Enjoy, celebrate. You have won the Ashes. Good victory, but focus on the World Test Championship. World Test Championship is the prize. Going forward for England, I think England had a couple of very good fights. Josh Tongue, Jacob Bethel, and I wonder whether they could have played at Perth. And why was Shoaib Bashir on this too if you're not going to play him? I mean, you missed a spot right over there. You don't have a frontline spinner. Although I thought Jacob Bethel and Will Jacks did bowl well, Will Jacks in part, but he's got a lot to learn. Um, but that's it. I mean, England just threw away their wickets like anything, and I mean, those are the only positives. Jacob Butler and Josh Tongue. So ECB are saying they are going to reevaluate and do what, I don't know. McCullum will be staying on as coach because Ben Stokes likes him, and Ben Stokes has said, if McCullum goes, I go. And Ben Stokes is celebrated as a legend in England. And to a certain extent, he is a legend for sure. But part of your legendary status comes from also pointing out the wrongs when it is right in front of you, and not overcompensating by defending someone who is not doing things correctly. I mean, McCullum is in denial. I was watching his interview. So, yeah, I don't know what ECB are going to do. McCullum will stay on as T20 coach, but if England don't manage to get to the semi-final final, if England have an early exit, will the ECB sack McCullum? I don't know. So yeah, there's that. Believe it or not, England do have a chance to win the T20 World Cup. A similar thing happened with India. India had just escaped from had an early exit 2007 World Cup ODI, and then in came in Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and he led the T20 side, and India won the T20 side. So if something like this happens with England, McCullum will surely get a lifeline and an extension. But that is you're hoping for a miracle, and miracle doesn't happen all the time, or it can happen. You never know. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Oh, sorry to forget. I forgot to add that Mitchell Stark and Travis Head. Mitchell Stark was well deservedly man of the series. He got, I think, 30 wickets or something. My God, and he has played all 5 Test matches. Salute to his dedication. And Travis Head does his Travis Head style, cemented his place as an opener. No one is going to doubt him for now, for sure. Opening slot belongs to him, and he got the Man of the Match award, rightly so. Bo Webster should have been played earlier, and Australian selection have got a couple of things wrong as well. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you very much.